All right. Welcome back to the Build Your Legacy Insurance Edition podcast. Bill, we're back digitally for another episode. I'm digging the sweater you got going there, buddy.
Yeah, let's carry this Christmas season a little bit longer. Haven't hit the new year
Yeah.
yet, so might as well keep it going, right?
Well, and that looks like one you can wear really at any time of the year because who doesn't love Ted
I
Lasso?
mean, gotta believe. And look, at your shirt's fitting, right? You got deer. They're standing upright, but I guess because they're reindeer, not
Well,
regular deer.
right. These are special ones, right?
Okay,
They're not on the menu, if you know what I mean.
there you go.
So well,
Fitting.
yes. Well, we're back for one more episode this year. We're sort of getting through the holidays, not traveling as much with everything, but one of the things I wanted to jump on here and talk about was sort of the M&A activity. We've had two big ones here at the close of the year. I mean, it's been a big part of the industry for the last several years, but it was one of those where I wanted to just kind of pick your brain a little bit, chat about openly, hey, the disruption this causes and how that can affect and create opportunities for the independent agent, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does, man. Because you're right. It's that M&A activity has been going wild. Let's say
Yeah.
that. And here
To put it
recently,
mildly.
yeah, here recently, it kind of took it to another level with some major brokers buying some major brokers. And, what kind of opportunity and what kind of disruption does that have? I think it's a good way to end the year, man.
Yeah. I know for me personally, and with these, we've been hit here in North Carolina with it, or we're going to see it here in North Carolina, as is, I think, really everybody across the country
Yeah, I think
with
so.
how big these guys are. But my mind naturally gravitates toward talent, if that's right. Is in with what I do, I would say selfishly, I'm looking for those producers who probably are really good at what they're doing, probably are already thinking about what the next move is and what does this disruption cause them to do, right? That's where I go first
Yeah,
with
I mean, I agree
producers.
with you. I think some of these people were in good situations, maybe not great
Hmm.
situations. Maybe they were great situations, and now they're feel like maybe they're just in good situations. So to your
Yeah.
point, there's some people there that always had that little bit of inkling of, can I go out on my own?
Yep.
That now this disruption has hit. I think they are exploring it or should explore it. Whether
Yeah.
they do it or not, it's a different story.
Completely different story,
But
right?
but yeah, does this develop them to explore something? I think it could and it should.
Yeah. And then, as you and I've always talked about, not everybody's a not ownership's not for everyone. So to your point, sometimes they might look for a situation that is a little more comfortable for them than maybe the new situation is. And, I go there toward where our industry is and how that could create an opportunity for perpetuation for a lot of these agents out there who might not have a plan currently.
Yeah, I think so. It's twofold. I agree with you on the talent. The
Yeah.
talent goes back to my previous comment, good situations, but now it's opportunity to explore. There's some great agencies out there, some great independent agents out there
Yeah.
that this talent could interject themselves and be phenomenal for
Yeah.
that agency, for themselves. It could maybe help them grow personally as well, just take it to a different level. So two
Yeah.
things is one, it may just be they need a different opportunity, different agency to go work for or can go work with, whether you're account manager or, a producer role,
Producer.
claims role, doesn't matter what it may be, depending on where your situation is. And then to your point, we do have as independent agents quite a few owners that are older that need to look at perpetuating, whether it's right this second or in the next 5-10 years. And these people could provide good opportunities to go, I've got the right experience. I'm ready to get out of this broker world and be in a local independent agency. And you can find a good fit, to help
Yeah.
perpetuate your agency.
Help take it to the next level, right? I mean, I think that's a great opportunity for sure. The other piece that I think a lot of agents don't really think about, and probably the most immediate one in these scenarios, is really on the client side of it, right? The business opportunity side. These changes can cause disruption there to where if you're doing the right things of calling and getting out in front of clients, you could provide the new or win a new piece of business.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, that is, if as a producer you're out there calling things, agency owner, if
Yeah.
you're still a producer out there churning business and looking at, new opportunities, I think there's some out there, or there
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
be some out there for sure.
Yeah. And of the things we've talked about, I think that's the most immediate one. Some of the talent just takes time to come out through the quote unquote wash of an acquisition. So it might be a year or two down the line. Whereas, the changes with the disruption with clients might be a little more immediate,
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
little more glaring. So,
Yeah, I
well, look,
think some of that is like we talked about. Put yourself out there. Put
yeah,
yourself out there to look to hire some people, bring in a potential partner, or just go get some new accounts.
get some new accounts, opportunities and talent, right? Clients and talent. I think those are the two big things that disrupts. And I think that a lot of agents sometimes, they might not necessarily be as large as these brokers, and so they don't think that these transactions are affecting them, but know that, hey, this is creating opportunity for you in some form or fashion. Don't pay attention to it, stay attuned to it. Look for opportunities to help yourself with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's an exciting time for us. It's an exciting time to be
Yeah.
a local independent agency. So hopefully,
Yeah.
some of the people listening to this are geared up to be like, you know what, I'm going to go do something about it.
Yeah. That's all we can ask.
That's
All we
right.
can ask. So.
Cool.
Well, look, man, I appreciate you taking some time out of the busy schedule here at the end of the year to hop on and chat with me. Always good to see you. And if I don't talk to you before the turn of the year, have a happy new year, and
Yeah,
we'll see you soon and get ready for 2025.
that's
Right?
right. We'll have a happy new year, and we'll look forward to doing this in 2025.
Yes, sir.
All
All
right.
right, buddy.
See you, man.
I'll see you again soon.
Thanks for tuning in. You can catch our Build Your Legacy Insurance Edition podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to subscribe, leave us a review, or send us over a topic recommendation at podcast@siaofnc.com. If you're interested in learning more about what we do, visit us online at www.siaofnc.com. We hope you enjoyed our newest episode. See you next week.